I've had the privilege of knowing Chuck and Mary Ellen and the Doyle family for some 30 years, plus 30 years now. And my initial relationship with Chuck and Mary Ellen and the Doyle family began when I was asked and invited to be a part of a new banking venture in Texas City.
Well, I have known the Doyles for a long time. We moved here in 1960, so that's been 54 years. We went to church and I looked around the congregation and I saw this very nice looking, handsome group. And I thought, wonder who that is. Well, it turned out to be Mary Ellen and Chuck. And I remember the little pillbox hat that she had on. I doubt that Mary Ellen remembers all of this, but I had made up my mind when I saw her, I would like to be her friend. And the rest is kind of like, say, history.
I got to know Patrick Doyle when I first began working in the Galveston County District Attorney's Office. Patrick was the Justice of the Peace, so Patrick Doyle is the one I first met.
Good evening. It's really an honor to be here tonight and to be able to have this tribute to the Doyles. But you know, I really don't understand the Doyles. You know, why they would have a function on a Friday night during football season. You know, I'm up here in Dallas right now watching my fighting Texas Aggies play football, and I just don't understand the Doyle logic sometimes.
They're always busy doing something, and when Chuck would run for office, even the little kids had to get out. I told him one time, you better not let Mary Ellen run for a city office. You may find that she'll beat you. And so the entire family has volunteerism in their makeup because they do so much of it. And even Plano, Texas has one of the boys that lives there and his wife, and they do volunteer work there, so it's in their blood.
The Doyle family I would describe as being an extraordinary family. Their strength, I believe, comes from their strong faith. They are devout Catholics. They're members of the same church that I attend, which is St. Mary's of the Miraculous Medal. They're very much involved in all aspects of the church family life, from the fall bazaars to the most recently completed new church that we have built for our community.
They're a very, very caring family, a very giving family, a family that's very conscious of their community and the things that go on in their community.
If I had to describe the Doyle family in 3 words, I think I would say, una más cerveza.
I think they've certainly improved the quality of life here in the area from the things that they've done, not only from being charitable, but from their work in public service as well.
The impact upon the community is extraordinary. Not only are they involved in supporting worthy causes and organizations that are involved in the betterment of the community, but they're also involved in the political aspect of our community. They very much have given of their time and their talents without reservation, and they roll their sleeves up and they get in and make a difference. They take the time to care about people, take the time to care about the issues in the community, and they make a big difference in those respective communities.
Their footprints are all over Texas City. Chuck has a way of finding things and doing things, and he has the new city buildings. We have a number of those. We have parks. We have statues.
Wow, the Doyle impact on our community is, it's kind of Doyleville. It's really not Texas City, as you know. Starting with Chuck and Mary Ellen, and they really set the precedence for their kids. And you really have to really honor the mother and father who did what they did in raising these kids. You know, you got a black sheep named David, and I don't even know if he's there tonight, but you know, he got kicked out early. He's up in Plano, Texas. Not sure what he really does, but you know, they were lacking something at that point in time, and so they went out and they brought another black sheep in, and they brought in Burkhart. And he married Denise, and that kind of substituted for losing David. But the impact that they've had on our community is something else.
One thing I've learned about the Doyle family is that if you become a friend of one of the family members, then the entire family considers you a friend too. It's a very special relationship. And I'm just very privileged and very proud to call Chuck and Mary Ellen and Matt and Pat and Chris and David and Denise, a friend.
I can certainly tell you that Patrick Doyle, who I'm most close with of all the Doyles, is certainly someone that I served with as a county commissioner, and somebody that helped to show me what it means to be a public servant and what it is to do things not only for the taxpayers but to make an impact on your community as well.
Mary Ellen and Chuck have been in our lives like the sister I never had. We were both only children, and as a result, I think maybe we built a really close bond.
I'm an only child, and what I've really had the opportunity to have is to have two brothers that I've never had before, and that was Matt and Pat. As I said before, I've been able to work with Matt for the last 5 years. You know, Matt is kind of like a dictator, but he's a benevolent dictator, and I'm just one of the henchmen that work for him, and it's been a lot of fun to be able to work for the city of Texas City during this time.
Chuck, Mary Ellen, all the Doyle family, thank you for all you've done for this community. Thank you for giving of yourself to all of the efforts underway to help make our community better, to enhance the lives of all the people in our community, and I am so proud to be a part of this tribute to you.
I'd like to say to all the Doyles, thank you all for making our community a better place to live, work, and play. Thank you.
Mary Ellen, Chuck, Matthew, Debbie, David, Allison, Denise, Michael, and Patrick, Stephanie, and Chris and Stephanie. This Irish blessing is for all of you. When I count my blessings, I count you twice.
I want to thank Matt specifically for the opportunity he's given me to come to Texas City to be able to work on great projects like the Tanger Outlet Mall and to bring in a Buc-ee's. I mean, this guy has vision that y'all don't understand. I mean, he loves the city, and he's been able to do some things here that I'm not sure any other mayor could have done, and that's no disrespect to you, Chuck, but Matt is something else. Chris, you've really given Matt and Pat and the rest of them the opportunity to serve this city and taking over the role and running these banks like you have. And it gives Matt that flexibility and Pat when he was commissioner to do those things to help our community. And Chuck and Mary Ellen, again, just kudos to you guys for raising the family that you have. You should be so proud. But again, I thank you for letting me be here tonight and speak to you. But in reality, I'm going where my heart is. And those Texas Aggies need me as their 12th man. So, gig 'em.